This video is going to help you improve your writing and speaking. It is this video that is going to help you improve your writing and speaking. What is going to help you improve your writing and speaking is this video. Hello everyone, thank you for joining me again and welcome to any new viewers. This is To The Point English with Ben. I'm Ben, and you may have guessed, if you're a grammar lover, that today I'm going to be talking about cleft sentences. Now, cleft sentences are extremely useful when we want to emphasize a particular part or element of a sentence. And the good news about cleft sentences is that we can use them in both formal contexts and informal contexts. So if you're planning on taking an English exam, whether it's one of the Cambridge English exams or another English exam, it's really useful to know all about cleft sentences. So there are basically two types of cleft sentence. We have the it cleft and the wh cleft, or the wh cleft, also known as pseudo-cleft sentences. And the word cleft itself actually just means divided or split into two. And these sentences are called cleft sentences because that's what you have to do. You have to split a clause into two clauses in order to be able to emphasize one of the aspects of the sentence. And one of the great things about cleft sentences is that you can choose which element of the sentence you want to emphasize. So often one basic sentence can be transformed into many different cleft sentences. You just have to choose which is the best option in order to emphasize the aspect of the sentence that you really want to emphasize. So for example, the first sentence I said in my introduction was, "This video is going to help you improve your writing and speaking." So that's the basic sentence. That's not a cleft sentence. But the two options I gave you for the cleft sentences at the beginning were, "It is this video that is going to help you improve your writing and speaking," and "What is going to help you improve your writing and speaking is this video." So in both of those sentences, I'm emphasizing the same aspect of the sentence, which is this video. So I'm really emphasizing that it's this video, not any other video on YouTube that is going to help you improve your writing and speaking, but this video. But I can choose another element of that sentence to emphasize. For example, "It is your writing and speaking that this video is going to help you improve." Or, "What this video is going to help you improve is your writing and speaking." Okay, so in this case, you can see that I'm emphasizing the writing and speaking aspect of the sentence. This is what the video is going to help you improve. So it's not your reading and listening, for example, although it can help those skills too. Now, I've touched on cleft sentences in some other videos that I've made, specifically writing videos, because cleft sentences can really be used in your writing a lot. Just by changing the sentence a little, you can make the sentence a little bit more sophisticated, and if you're taking an exam, get more marks, because that kind of thing really impresses the examiner. But I've also included a whole module on cleft sentences in my online grammar course, where I give a lot more detail and a lot of really useful examples. But now I'm going to give you 3 examples with some basic sentences that I have transformed into cleft sentences. Now, as I said, there are many options for the cleft sentences. You can emphasize different aspects of the sentence. So this is where you come in. I want you to write in the comments other options, other cleft sentences which emphasize other aspects of the sentence. So the first example, I'm imagining you're answering the question, "What kind of television programs do you like to watch?" which could be an exam question. And you answer, "I find nature documentaries fascinating." Okay, so good sentence, nothing wrong with that. But we could make it a little bit more interesting, a bit more emphatic, a bit more sophisticated by using a cleft structure. "It is nature documentaries that I find fascinating." So in that sentence, I'm really emphasizing the fact that it's nature documentaries. It's not other type of programs that I like. Maybe I do like other types of programs, but I want to emphasize that nature documentaries are what I really find fascinating. Now, you may have noticed that documentaries is the plural noun, right? But even so, we've still used it is. We've used the singular form of the verb. And that's just because this is a cleft sentence and it's a fixed structure. So we could never say, "They are nature documentaries that I find fascinating." That just doesn't work. That's grammatically incorrect. But of course we have the other cleft sentence, the other type of cleft sentence, the cleft. So we could say, "What I find fascinating are nature documentaries." So again, we're still emphasizing the same aspect or the same element of the sentence. Let's look at another example. And this sentence is more likely to come up in a sort of a formal writing task, maybe an essay or a report. The study explores the impact of social media on teenagers. Okay, so the one possible cleft sentence is, it is the impact of social media on teenagers that the study explores. Or, what the study explores is the impact of social media on teenagers. Again, both of those sentences, different options, but both of those sentences emphasize the same element of the sentence. And the last example, I'm thinking of some kind of book or film review in this case, and the sentence is, the majority of the story takes place in Japan. So the majority of the story takes place in Japan. That's a normal basic sentence, but we could say, it is in Japan where the majority of the story takes place, or where the majority of the story takes place is in Japan. And in both those sentences, it's Japan that is being emphasized. It's the place, it's the location that I decided is the important information that I want to emphasize in those sentences. But of course, you can choose other information or other elements of the sentence which you may feel you want to emphasize, so put them in the comments. Okay, so as you can see, cleft sentences are quite a simple way of making your writing a little bit more sophisticated and more emphatic, and getting those extra marks in the exam. Another really useful grammatical structure which can improve your writing and speaking is the not only but also structure, and in this video I explain all about that.